And they just had me cooking dinner and warming up leftovers. And I was like, screw you guys. I'm joining the X-Men. So I did. I joined the X-Men. Oh, they tried that here. And I was like, no, sirs. I won't just be cooking food for you. I'm an independent woman, and I'm a valuable member of this team. You go, girl. I am so glad to hear that. Mm-hmm. Hey, Firestar, could you go ahead and start dinner? We're really hungry. Thanks. It's exactly the same in this dimension, isn't it? It's exactly the same. Why are men so stupid? Hey, welcome to the third episode of Creed's Modern Mondays. Today we're taking a look at a much requested figure, the most requested figure for Modern Monday. It's the Marvel Legends series Firestar. This figure was produced by Hasbro in spring of 2021, so it's only been out for a few months. Here in the box, of course, you get Firestar, an extra head, flame effects, extra hands, and the most important thing, Ms. Lion. You know you've wanted a Ms. Lion action figure since 1983. Don't even lie. Don't even front. Well, she's here now. I hope you're happy, because I am. Anyway, so here on the side of the box, you can see some really cool art of Firestar using her microwave flame effects as she flies towards you. And if we look here on the back, you can see a much better image of the same artwork. Right here it says Marvel Legends Series, and below that, Marvel's Firestar. Angelica Jones soars into battle, harnessing the power of microwaves to combat evil as Firestar. I really love how this looks. I love the bright red and yellow primary colors of Firestar, and the background looks like it was ripped directly out of the cartoon Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. Here on the other side, you can see the same artwork yet again, and the only thing really left worth mentioning about the packaging is here in the background, you can see all their secret crime lab equipment, and we'll take a better look at that once we get her out of the box. We'll just go ahead and cut the tape here and open up the flap and then slide her out of the box, and there she is, Firestar. But before we take her out of the tray, let's take a look at the crime lab. You can see all the equipment here in the background, and it was hidden on the show. They had to flick a switch underneath a trophy, and it would all appear. This was all installed by Tony Stark, aka Iron Man, and it's pretty awesome that they included that in the background of the package. Alright, here she is, Firestar in all her glory, and man, she looks incredible. The body sculpt is on point. The flame effects look awesome on her hands. I'm very excited there's a Ms. Lion figure. I love how her hair is blowing in the wind. This figure is just a total win. Sadly, I don't have the right stand for her. She does have a peg for her back where you can actually make it look like she's flying without a clamp on her, but I don't have a stand that fits her, unfortunately. It's surprising it took so long to create a Marvel Legends Firestar figure because people have been asking for her for so long. And even though I love her look, she's a very basic figure. She doesn't have a lot of high-end details other than her head sculpt that really push her over the top. It just seems like they could have made her a long time ago, especially since she's a fan favorite that people have requested to the point of creating petitions for her. I'm going to go ahead and take the flame effects off her wrists for the moment so we can get a closer look at her face. The fire effects are quite spongy and soft, so they're really easy to take on and off, and we'll get a better look at them here in a little bit. But for now, I want to get a better look at her face sculpt, which is by far the most detailed part of the figure, as I've already stated, and look how good a job they did. The makeup, the mask, the eyes. Look at this hair all the way around. We got to just go all the way around. Look at that. Look at it. It's like blowing in the wind. It looks fantastic. I am very happy with this figure. You have no idea. I've wanted a Marvel Legends Firestar for quite a long time. So as you can see, they've got the transition from the red gloves to the yellow of her jumpsuit with the orange fire there, and it looks really good. I mean, the figure is very basic and simple, and that's why I'm surprised it took them so long to make her. It's really mostly paint application with two really fantastic head sculpts. Here on the back of Firestar is the hexagon port I was telling you about, and that way you can plug her into a flight stand, and you don't need the clip to make her look like she's flying. Unfortunately, the hex peg on mine is too big, so I'm going to have to find the right stand for her. Alright, now we're going to check out Firestar's articulation. We'll start with her ankles, where she has the ankle rocker, so they can tip left and right. They can also point down, and they can point up. She also has the double knees, so she has two pins in her knees, which allow for extra flexibility and butt-kicking action. Watch this. Butt-kicking action. Double knees for the win. So awesome. Now here at the thigh, she does have a swivel. And then, of course, there is a ball joint here, and it gives some pretty good flexibility. I thought there might be a drop-away pin here, but there's not. So here at the body, she does have the ab crunch, so she can go forward and back. Shoulders can swivel up as well as out. She also has a swivel point here at the forearm and a 90-degree bend as well. And she has a swivel at the wrist as well as a flex point. Now here at the neck, she does have the ball joint neck, so she can look down and up and kind of flex her head around. And that is it. That covers all 18 points of articulation for Firestar. All right, it's accessory time. So now we're going to take a look at the flame effects that are included with Firestar. And they are a nice, spongy, kind of I think they're silicone. So they're very flexible and they feel good. They're very easy to actually put on her wrist as well, which I like. They are translucent and they are red and they kind of fade into an orange, which looks excellent. Really looks like fire to me. And for such a simple thing, they really knocked it out of the park. It's really easy to put the fire on her hands. You just take it and kind of wrap it around. Yep, there you go. Just that easy. And it looks fantastic. Firestar also includes extra hands. So she has 2 closed hands and 2 open hands. They're pretty easy to swap out. You just grab her hand and gently pull until it pops off, and then take the other hand, slide it into place until it snaps in. I really like her with both the open hands because it makes her look like she's flying and using her microwave fire powers at the same time. That, or she just pulled off a magic trick and she's all like, ta-da! Moving right along, here is Firestar's standing head. Her hair looks amazing yet again. Also face sculpt, tremendous. Mask, incredible. I really like also how they have darker strands of red mixed in. It really suits it. It's pretty easy to swap the heads out too. You just pull one off and pop the other one back on the ball joint neck. This is obviously the head for if she's standing around talking, not flying, just doing normal stuff. I really like this head. I think it looks great, but I'll probably end up using the flying head more just because I'll most likely have her in an action pose when I display her. And now for the figure everybody's been waiting for, Ms. Lion. Look how cute she is. Oh my God, so adorable. I thought she was a statue, but she does have 1 point of articulation. She can move her head back and forth, and that's enough. Super cute. I love this so much. I always thought Miss Lion was Aunt May's dog growing up, but revisiting the show on Disney Plus, I discovered she's actually Firestar's dog. I'm really glad they included her too, because no Spider-Man and his amazing friends display would be complete without Miss Lion, the 8th little superhero. And if you get that reference, you really are a fan. All right, now for some size comparisons. Here's Firestar with a 2002 Spider-Man Classic Spidey. This was actually the line that kicked off the Marvel Legends line. As you can see, he is a bit too short next to Firestar, but that's okay. Like I said, he's not actually from the same line, but he is the closest one I have in scale to her at the moment that's open. And here she is next to the Marvel Legends Winter Suit Black Widow. Here I'm sure you can see that these figures have a lot of similarities, mostly because they're both female figures, but also because they're both wearing skin-tight suits with popped collars. And while we're at it, how about a retro size comparison? Here's the very first Firestar with the very latest Firestar. And while the new one is obviously superior, the Toy Biz original isn't too bad at all. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch today's Modern Monday on Firestar from the 2021 Marvel Legends toy line by Hasbro. When I first brought up starting Modern Mondays, I had more than one person mention the fact that they wanted to see me review my Firestar figure, so I had to get to her as soon as possible. Of course, I had to wait until we finished up Star Wars month last month because it seemed weird to spike a Marvel character into the middle of that. I'm glad Hasbro and Marvel finally decided to produce a Firestar figure in the Marvel Legends line. I mean, I've been waiting for it since I was a little boy, so it's about time. And for next week, I'm thinking I'm either going to do the 6-inch Retro Spidey from Marvel Legends or the 6-inch Retro Iceman from Marvel Legends. And you guys get to decide, so tell me below, do you want to see Spider-Man next week or Iceman next week? I'll cover whichever one gets the most comments. In the meantime, please like, comment, subscribe, all the stuff. Ring the bell. You know the drill. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, here's a couple more for you to check out. And I'll see you this Wednesday for my vintage show, KREED'S Collection, and next Monday for another Modern Monday.